Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Carr.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Howard. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's 3rd down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. The receiving numbers for Kenny Stills in last week's game. 3 catches, 73 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's what I do. Check.
Rivers now from the 50. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Rivers on 1st down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A look now at the Miami offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And this is Parker, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
390. I'm coming after you.
Rivers again. Caught by Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go. Single. I got a single in the slot. Watch 85. Ball's going 85.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Check my 50. Mike is a 50.
On second down, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Running, it's Drake, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
Holding offense.
Juwan James, the right tackle, first-round selection in 2014. He's the one that got flagged there. 3rd and long for Rivers. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Carr going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw, Rivers. That's complete to Jake Butt. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
get
this
a little
time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 22, Carr. And that's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 2nd and goal, Rivers. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Gostkowski for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. On the delay, it's Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr, his throw incomplete. Keelan Cole the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. From midfield, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. First down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's caught by Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 3rd down gain of 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And this is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rivers. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Rivers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Clement. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rivers. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Let's go.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Rivers on first down. And Stills bringing it in. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
Rivers. And this is Parker, complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss to Clement. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now Rivers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, this is Howard, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll see what the big tight end Mike Gesicki and the rest of the offense has in store. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
That's us. That's us. All way, baby. Yeah.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers who's up to his old tricks. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
they need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Rivers. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now here's the line, third and two. Butts it.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. A second down throw for Rivers. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Rivers. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. They stay on the ground with Drake. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Third and short yardage. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. To throw, it's Carr. Ebron caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. On 2nd and 9, Carr over the middle, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They run with Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is Howard on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Play action. Now it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
180! 180! 54 Mike. We own it. We own it.
Right back to Drake. And an alley to run. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Come on, baby, let's go. Big time. 180. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. On 2nd and 9, Rivers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he hits Drake. Oh, and now some space to operate. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Carr going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's the backup Lauletta. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to, but when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. From the 44, Rivers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a draw play with Drake. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. 2nd and 5 now. Rivers, and this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rivers. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Clement. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long for Rivers.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rivers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st down, Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami 1st down and a 14-yard pickup. First down, Rivers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Carr. He's got it to Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
I hope you brush your lips because I'm about to take you to school.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Throwing now is Carr.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down for... And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Drake. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back to throw. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action.